Live Lean Nation, on today's episode, we're talking about one of the most neglected yet very important parts of your workout program design, tempo. What's up, guys? Welcome to Live Lean TV. I'm your host, Brad Gouthro from LiveLeanTV.com. So tempo, aka time under tension, has a major impact on the results you're getting from your workouts. So tempo training can improve the performance of beginners, intermediates, and advanced trainees. Research shows modifying the tempo of your lifts is one of the best techniques to improve strength, muscle building, and fat loss. In fact, some say that following a tempo can be just as important to your workout as the set and rep counts, as well as the weights lifted. So tempo, it simply indicates how long you spend on lowering the weight, typically called the eccentric portion of the lift, how long you spend on lifting the weight back up, typically called the concentric portion of the lift, and how long you pause at the bottom and at the top of the lift. So think about it. Lifting a weight very explosively up and down with no pauses have a different training effect on your body than if you were to lower the weight slowly for 4 seconds and then let's just say lift it up for 1 second with various pauses for peak contraction. So either way is correct, depending on what your primary goal is, and I'll get into that at the end of this video. So typically in my workout programs, you'll see reference to 4 numbers that indicate the prescribed tempo. For example, in a barbell squat, you could see a tempo of 4-0-1-0. So the first number, 4 in this example, represents the seconds of the eccentric portion of the lift or the lengthening of the muscle. So in most cases, this is the lowering of the weight. So in this example, you should take a 4-second count to lower yourself into the squat. Now the second number, 0, represents the seconds of pause in the stretch position. So for example, when you're at the bottom of the squat. So if it's 0, there is no pause, but if it was 1, there would be a 1-second pause at the stretched position. And the third number represents the seconds in the concentric portion of the lift where the muscles shorten. So in most cases, this is when you're lifting the weight. So in this example, you should take a 1-second count to stand back up from the squat. Sometimes you may see an X, which is used in the tempo scheme, which would mean that you would lift the weight with explosive power. And the fourth number, 0, represents the seconds of the pause at the top of the concentric range of the lift. So if it's 0, there is no pause, but if it was 1, there would be a 1-second pause at the top. So guys, focusing on time under tension for the first few reps is important, but once you get to the later reps in the set, you may have a harder time sticking to that indicated tempo as you get closer to failure. So in the later reps, I wouldn't recommend stopping if you can't stick to the tempos. I'd recommend you keep going until you hit failure. So now that you know what tempos are and why they're important, let's quickly discuss what tempos you should be using based on your goal. So tempo training for strength. If strength and power is your primary goal, research shows a faster tempo, like 1 to 1.5 seconds to lift and 1 to 1.5 seconds to lower for heavier weights, can improve strength faster because of the force created behind the lift. The more force behind the lift places more demand on your muscles and recruits more motor units, especially the type 2 fast twitch muscle fibers. Now, tempo training for muscle building is a little bit different. If your goal is primarily muscle building, a slower tempo may be more beneficial for you. With a slower tempo, there is an increase in the time under tension for the muscle, which then recruits higher threshold motor units, creating more stimulus for muscle growth. And if you're a beginner to resistance training, a good place to start is by focusing on using a slower tempo with lighter weights. So this will improve muscle size without compromising form and your safety. Using a slower tempo with lighter weights is also a good idea when you're recovering from an injury, as it can improve the muscle flow to that joint or to that injured muscle and improve muscle activation. And tempo training for fat loss. So if your goal is primarily fat loss, more time under tension, such as 4 seconds to lower and 1 second to lift, helps increase the afterburn effect, meaning your metabolism is elevated and you'll burn calories at a higher rate after your workout. Natural production of growth hormone and lactic acid can also increase with slower tempos, thus helping burn more body fat. So there you have it, Lively Nation. You now know the importance of following a tempo-based workout on your workout goals. So if you're not currently following a workout program, I highly recommend you invest in one today. So if your goal is fat loss, check out my Live Lean Afterburn program. If your goal is muscle building, Live Lean Mass 2.0. And if your goal is to get stronger, check out my Live Lean Strength program. The program for your goal is designed and ready for you to take action on it and accomplish your fitness goals. And I'm here to help you do it. So guys, do me a big favor and share this video with your workout program. I absolutely love you guys. Thanks for watching and keep living lean. Live Lean Nation, on today's episode, we're talking about the dad bod. Dad bod? Dude, it's like 2017. I know, but it's time.